Good morning, welcome to, I say good morning, it's 1 o'clock on Monday. Welcome to another weekly vlog. Welcome to Monday I'm pretending that I'm going to have any idea what the date is. Is it the 21st? I genuinely have no clue. I have no clue what the date is. It will be up on the screen anyway. So you'll know at least, even if I don't. What am I looking for? I don't even know. A knife. That's it. I'm just making some lunch. I've just found some mushrooms in the fridge. Don't know how I missed those. 26th of December. Past their best, I would suggest. So they will be going. Sadly. I've got some other ones. 15th of Jan. They're still going all right. I'm making, I've shown you this before, it's like a spinach and mushroom wrap type thing with some egg in it, and I'm contemplating adding some tuna. Actually, no, I'm not going to add some tuna, because I've just thought of something else I've got that I can add to it in the fridge that needs eating up. How was everybody's weekend? Ours was, well, we didn't have an awful lot of weekend because Ashley worked all day on Saturday, and so I also worked most of the day, and then what did I do? Oh, I watched a film in the afternoon, and then we have friends over to dinner on Saturday evening who we haven't seen since September, I think. So it was lovely to catch up with them because I haven't seen them, as I say, for a long time. So that was really nice, and we had a nice meal. And then yesterday we just had a pretty lazy day. Ashley did a few jobs around the house and then worked on his Lego set, and I read a bit and did a few jobs around the house, you know, a bit of tidying and sorting and getting ready for the week ahead and all of that sort of thing. And then we watched a film yesterday afternoon, and then it was Monday morning again. So yeah, a bit of a truncated weekend for us, really. Another week. This week is definitely quieter. The only thing in my diary this week, after last week's hectic week, the only thing in my diary this week is a haircut on Wednesday, so I'm going to have that done. Might go to Exeter to go to a couple of shops that we don't have locally at some point, maybe Thursday. And tomorrow I'm going to have to pick up an order from Marks and Spencer's, so we'll go over there. I've got a sponsored video with Marks and Spencer's coming up later this month. Well, actually not later this month, it'll be next month now. And I always like to, although I pick the items online that I'm going to show in the video, I always think it's quite nice to actually go in the store, have a wander around, and sometimes you see things that you maybe never pick out online. You think, oh, that's nice fabric or nice style or whatever. So I thought go and have a look around there and do that. Yeah, so that's sort of the plan for the week. I have had a productive morning. I filmed a video. I have done quite a lot of eBay stuff. I've done a scheduled this week's vlog that needed to go live on Wednesday, or will be going live on Wednesday. And yeah, just nothing very exciting. It's been very grey weather. We've had very grey weekend. Friday was very grey, I think. And today is again very grey. It's very, very grey. There's a squirrel outside. Oh, interesting. There's a seagull hanging around looking for food. There's no food out there for him because he can't get into the bird feeders. The bird feeders are full. And the seagull's very nervous of the squirrel who's scampering round the ground and then going up to the feeders, and the seagull, he's just flown away actually, very nervous of the squirrel, surprisingly, considering the seagull's about 4 times the size of the squirrel. Anyway, I'm going to make myself some lunch, and I'll catch up with you in a little while. Here is my lunch. Spinach. It doesn't look particularly appetizing, does it? Yes, could do better on the presentation, but spinach, mushroom, a little bit of chorizo. That will be the front doorbell. Bear with me. It was the postman. I was telling you about my lunch. Spinach, mushroom, a little bit of chorizo, egg, garlic powder, a little bit of grated cheese in a seeded wrap from the freezer. Does anybody freeze wraps successfully? I really don't. If there is a way that I should be freezing wraps in order to be able to use them, please let me know, because a whole packet of wraps is too many for me. I only eat maybe 1 a week, 2 a week. Even if Ashley and I are having wraps for dinner, like fajitas or something, I'll probably have 1, he'll have 2. and then we've got another 5 left in the pack, or 2 left in the pack, or whatever. So how do you freeze them? Let me know in the comments if you know. More exciting news. We've just got a leaflet from the postman, amongst other things, informing me that our local superstore for the range is opening. We are getting a range in my town, which is super exciting. It used to be a home-based DIY, which I never really went in because it wasn't very exciting at all. Very occasionally I went in there. But the range, yeah, I can definitely get on board with that. So apparently today is, I'm just seeing if you're following me. Apparently you're not. Apparently today is Blue Monday, the most depressing day of the year. I would call it Grey Monday, actually, because it's very, very grey. I think I've said that already. My perfume subscription for the month has just arrived. Parfumado, I've talked about it loads of times before. It's the only monthly subscription I have. And that is they come in a little cardboard tube. You get an 8ml size of whatever perfume you've chosen for the month. It's actually a Dutch company. It's sent from Holland, bizarrely. There are a couple of UK-based perfume subscriptions, but I like this one. You don't pay any extra because it comes from Holland. They service England in exactly the same way. And they have a really good selection of perfumes, some really niche ones that I haven't tried before. I haven't got, but they change their selection quite often, and I've never got bored with it. And that is what I have chosen this month. Coach Dreams Moonlight. And I've just sprayed it, and it's absolutely not me. You know when you spray a perfume for the first time, and you just know, no, that is not for me. It's very, very sweet and in a headachy way. And it's not actually meant to be that floral. It's got vanilla in it and fruit. I've just looked on the internet, actually. The top note is meant to be bergamot. I'm not getting that at all. I'm getting sweetness, sugar and flowers. And no, that is just not for me, that one. That's a shame, but never mind, maybe next month. If you're interested in a perfume subscription, by the way, I'll put the link down there. I think you get your first month for half price. It's not an ad. I pay for it with my own money and all of that jazz, just to be clear on that. I read such a nice idea. No, I didn't read it. I heard it on BookTube, actually. I was watching BookTube. Can't remember whose channel it was. I think it might have been Aoife, Pretty Purple Polka Dots, I think her channel's called. I really like her. She's Irish, lives in Germany. And she's only got a tiny YouTube channel, but she only does book stuff, content. And I don't even particularly like the same types of books as her, but I've said this before, when you connect with somebody, you enjoy them for their personality as much as their content, or even more than their content sometimes. Anyway, she was talking about this thing she does, whereby whenever she finishes a book, she puts £1 into a jar. And at the end of the year, she has all that money and goes and has a guilt-free book buying trip. And I just thought, how lovely would that be? So I'm going to copy that. And I've read 4 books so far this year. So I'm putting those two £2 coins into my jar, and I'm going to keep it on my desk, and I'm going to add £1 every time I finish a book this year. So we'll see how full it is at the end of the year. We've got a very boring job to do now. It's how's it 3:30? I don't even know what I've done this afternoon. I've got a very boring job to do. Ashley has been, I think I talked before about how Ashley's been having a life laundry type of thing, getting rid of loads of stuff and sorting things out and going through cupboards and stuff. He's a bit of a hoarder and has been a bit of an unhoarder since the beginning of the year. I don't know if it's New Year's resolution or what, but he's given me all these old Dungeons and Dragons games to sell for him. And I said to him, are they all complete? And he said, well, I guess so. So I can't sell them without checking them. So they've been sitting on my office floor since about the 3rd of January. And I've got to check through them. And I'm not looking forward to it. I'm hoping I haven't even opened the boxes yet. So I'm hoping they're fairly simple to go through and make sure all the bits are there. But that will be one of those things that I was talking about last week, that's an eat the frog type of thing that you don't want to do, and when you've done it you're going to feel so good about having done it. So wish me luck. Good morning, it is Tuesday. I was a blad flogger. I was a bad flogger yesterday. Don't think I said hello, and then I think that was it for the day, wasn't it? Can't remember. Anyway, it's Tuesday morning. I had the worst nights. Actually, that's not true. I had a good night's sleep and woke up at 4:30 and didn't manage to go back to sleep. On the plus side, I got quite a lot of my book read. But yeah, not good. I think I'll be flagging by about 2 o'clock this afternoon. Anyway, never mind. I have just got out. I don't know if you can see. Oh, hang on. I need to move that. My big pile of trousers and jeans out of my winter wardrobe onto the bed because I really need to go through them. I have got far too many. I've got so many in there I don't know what I've got. It's getting difficult to push them, but see what I've got on the row because there's so much on it. So that is a job for today. I need to get the rest of those out and pile them up there. I'm waiting for Marks and Spencer's to text me to say that my order's available to pick up in store. And then I'm going to go out there and do that. I need to do a little bit of food shopping. I need to drop some parcels off. And I've been doing some eBay stuff and YouTube stuff at my desk, which I need to go and finish off. And yeah, that's sort of today's plan, really. These Harper jeans from Marks and Spencer's that I've just found in the cupboard and put on, they're okay, but they're just that bit shorter than I want them to be to wear with boots. I feel like they need to be a little bit longer, so I think, but they're quite lightweight denim actually, so I think I'll pop those into the spring-summer wardrobe so I can wear them with trainers. I think they'll be all right with trainers, but yeah, they just look a little bit short to me to be putting on with boots. Yeah, let me find something else to put on today then. These are a better length. I feel much more comfortable with that length. That's the Simply Be Slim and Sculpt, I think they're called. I've had these for absolutely years, and they're a little bit past their best. Little seams on the inside of the leg there are looking a bit faded. We are in Marks and Spencer's, and I am loving this green colour. Lovely, fresh, I don't know what we're going to call that, a moss green, is it, maybe? Lots of green stuff here. Also quite a lot of blue over there, look. I like that blouse as well. That's nice, isn't it? Quite into that sort of pale apricot colour. I don't know if it suits me, though. Oh, this is nice as well. Very short, though. I like this. I think, have I tried on that dress before? I wonder if that would suit me a bit better now I've lost a bit of weight. I'm sure I've tried on that midi dress. It's nice, I love the print. Love this shape of tote bag. That is gorgeous. Very me, that. I wonder if they'll do that in any different colours. I could do that in a beigey colour for summer, or like a tan, that would be really nice. Right, Marks and Spencer's is done. It was very busy in there, so I did do a couple of little clips, but nothing major. They've still got a sale going on in there. I can't believe there's still a sale. It's the 21st of January, for goodness sake. But yeah, they still did have sale going on in there, and there's not that much in for spring, I didn't think, but still lots and lots of knitwear and coats and so on. And some summer stuff, a whole section of swimwear and sarongs and stuff. I know people do go on holiday at this time of year, but I felt like there was summer stuff, there was winter stuff, but not very much for spring. But perhaps as sale finishes, perhaps they'll get more in for spring, or I'm sure they will anyway, because they'll need to fill up that floor space with something, won't they? Oh, getting tired now, having been up since 4:30. It's 25 to 1. And I have just got it. Annoyingly, there was no frozen fish in Marks and Spencer's, almost none. The freezers were conspicuously empty, so I don't know if they've not had a delivery or awaiting a delivery or what, but It's very annoying because it means I've now got to go to Sainsbury's to get some smoked haddock. Luckily, I'm going to the impost lockers anyway, which are at Sainsbury's, or I can go to the impost lockers anyway and drop off some parcels. They don't desperately need to be dropped off today, but never mind. Oh, my eyebrows are itchy. They've got to that, you probably can't see it, but they've got to the stage where they're very scabby and therefore itchy as they heal. And I have to really try hard not to look in my 10 times magnifier mirror and start peeling off all the little bits that are peeling, because it pulls the pigment out if the scabs aren't ready to come off. So yes, I am a picker. Right, quick drop into Sainsbury's and then home for some lunch because I am hungry. Can we just talk about, I'm listening to Greatest Hits radio, okay, in the car, and I've just heard an advert for threatening you if you don't tax your car, you'll get fined. Okay, fair enough. Yes, we all should be buying road tax, don't get me wrong. However, how useful is an advert like that? Most law-abiding citizens will already be taxing their car, and if you are the type who doesn't bother to tax your car, is an advert on Greatest Hits radio reminding you that you need to tax your car going to have any effect whatsoever? I genuinely can't see that it is. If you're someone who's minded not to drive around without tax and insurance, you're probably not going to be someone who's affected by a radio advert telling you that it's very naughty not to tax your vehicle. It wasn't even threatening anybody with anything. It was just saying, don't forget to tax your car. I mean, if you have a car that is taxed, you get a reminder through the post every year anyway, don't you, when it needs to be taxed. I can't imagine that would have any effect. Surely that is a terrible waste, in my opinion. And you're welcome to have a different opinion, not a problem. We can all have different opinions and coexist without being rude to each other. In my opinion, that is a terrible waste of government money advertising on commercial radio. Apart from anything else, they've got their own bloody radio stations, haven't they? Government-owned radio stations, the BBC, that they could be advertising this nonsense on for free, presumably, as they own the radio stations. But you know, they're paying to advertise on commercial radio for that sort of thing. I mean, who is that affecting? How many people are going, oh yes, I must go and tax my car, having heard that? Because I'm not, and I don't think non-law-abiding citizens would be affected by it. It's all very odd. I don't get it, really. Praise be, the sun has come out. Look, that is the sun, see? I just had a very nice lunch from Marks and Spencer's, like a ready meal thing. I kept the cardboard sleeve so I show it to you. A bit later on when I'm in the kitchen, but we're going to sort out these jeans, and trousers even. And the reason we're going to do that right now is because I want to get into this bed for a nap, because I'm knackered. Right, let's go through them. Those are leather look leggings from New Look. I think we'll keep those. Not sure what I'll look like in them, but I haven't worn them for... I ought to try them on, really. I think we'll have a trying on pile. We're starting a trying on pile. Right. These are smart trousers from Yours Clothing, black, sort of just straight leg trousers. I use them quite often for try-ons with to just pair with coloured tops and stuff, and I wear them quite often as well. So yes, those are staying. What have we got here? Black jeans from... Oh, these are my new ones from Shein, the flared ones. Yes, love those, definitely staying. In fact, love them so much that I bought them in blue as well. Did I tell you that? I ordered them in blue. They arrived a couple of days ago, end of last week. These are wide leg jeans that I wear quite a lot in sort of springtime. I wear them in winter as well, actually, with long boots. So yeah, those ones are staying. Not doing very well so far, are we, in getting rid of anything? What are these? Oh, these are Roman jeggings, quite lightweight ones. I haven't had those that long. They haven't washed brilliantly, these. I feel like they, I liked them to start with, and they just didn't wash brilliantly, and I don't think they've got quite enough elastane in them. But I'll keep them for the moment. Might get rid of them at the end of winter. I'll just see. Right, these. Oh, that's Pure Plus magic trousers, isn't it? I haven't worn those for ages. I kind of forgot I had them. They're quite nice and lightweight. They're good for sort of spring, summer. So perhaps I'll move those into the spring, summer wardrobe because they're a bit too lightweight for at the moment. That needs to come off there. These are, what are these? These are Marks and Spencer jeggings, blue ones. I think they're the only blue jeggings I've got. So they will probably be staying. These are, I love these. I wear them very often actually with this jumper that I've got on and cowboy boots. They're like cargo trousers, I think you call them, don't you? From Pure Plus. And they are getting to the stage that they feel quite loose on me now, so I don't know how much longer they will fit me for. But we're not doing very good at getting rid of anything, are we, so far? Never mind, we'll continue. These again are the magic trousers from Pure Plus in the black. I'm pretty sure those ones still fit. So again, they're sort of more spring type weight, so I'm going to put those over there with that one to go in with spring clothes. This is my Amazon jeggings, which I absolutely love. Do you know what? I'm actually going to get rid of the Roman ones. The Roman jeggings I think can go because I've got the black Amazon jeggings, and how many pairs of jeggings does one person need? And those are definitely my least favourite of the two, so the Roman ones can go. These are Pure Plus again, the same trousers but in a grey, the magic trousers. Again, I think these are verging on the too big for me, but keep them for the moment, but I can see them going in the future. These are just wide leg lilac trousers that came from Shein. I've got a top that goes really nicely with them that I got in the same haul, and I love them, but they need to be in the summer department, not the winter department, so those need moving. What have we got here? Oh, these are my recent trousers from Halara, Boohis Halara. Lovely jeans though, nice, so I'll be keeping the jeans, but I wouldn't recommend purchasing from them. Reference last week's vlog if you don't know what I'm talking about. These are Marks and Spencer wide leg trousers. I noticed actually this morning that they have these still in store. I got them last year. I really like these, but I haven't worn them much. I think it's because of the colour in the winter. I think they're more of a spring, autumn and spring maybe, rather than winter, because they're this sort of light beige colour, and I like to wear them with trainers as well, and I don't wear trainers very much in the winter because I've always got boots on because it's blooming cold, so they need moving to the summer department. What have we got here? We have, I feel like I've had these for a long time. These are the blue version of the jeans that I have on today, which are the Simply Be Shape and Sculpt. I like these. I'm doing an M&S haul soon, and I really want to try their magic jeans. I've heard loads of good things about those. So I'm going to keep these for the moment. I've had them a long time though, getting that fading on the inside of the leg seams. And yeah, I'm going to keep those for the moment, but they might go when I have the magic jeans, depending, so I definitely don't need both. Do you know what? These combat type M&S jeggings, I think they can go. Can they go or not? Or am I gonna regret that and go, oh, I wish I'd kept those when it's springtime? Am I gonna want to wear those? I'm undecided. I'm doing appallingly badly at getting rid of anything, aren't I? But I am sorting, so that's good, I guess. More M&S jeggings. I'm definitely keeping the purpley ones. These ones can go. These blue ones, I enjoyed these, but I've had enough of them now. Those ones can definitely go. And then I've also got them in red. And do you know what? I think those can go as well. Yeah, I'm going to keep the purple and I'm going to keep the combat-y, khaki type ones, and those two I can let go then. We're getting there. Right, these trousers. These were from Shein last year sometime, and I really liked them. However, I have barely worn them. They're a little bit pyjama-y, and the fabric, they don't really lend themselves to winter with boots. They're more sort of with trainers or flats in the spring, summer, but the fabric is more wintry. They're quite a thick sort of jersey, so I think those ones can go. These wide leg ones were from Shein. They've got this really nice like cut out laser cut detail on the bottom of the trousers, and I've worn these a few times and they've been admired actually 2 or 3 times. I'm going to keep those because I really like them. And then I've got again from Shein my jeans with pearls on the front, which I haven't worn loads lately, but I feel like I will wear. Again, they're quite pale, aren't they? So perhaps they're more of a springtime type thing. Right, well I managed to get rid of 4 pairs, and I did have a sort out as well, so my current cupboard will now be at least a little bit more organised, and things that I don't need this season will not be in it, so that's good. Good morning. It is, just let me reverse out of this car park or parking space. It is Thursday. I am on my way home from the hairdresser. As you can see, I have had my hair cut. Yay for that. I haven't seen my hairdresser since she went on maternity leave about 1.5 years ago. I have had my hair done since then. I've got a new hairdresser actually, Kirsty, who's a friend from the quiz team that I'm in, and she comes to the house and does my hair, and I'm very happy with how she does my hair, just in case you're watching, Kirsty. Very, very happy with how she does my hair. But I really wanted to see Rio, who used to do my hair, because she's had another baby and got married since I saw her last, and I bumped into her when I was in the salon having my eyebrows done last week, and so I made an appointment for her to cut my hair. So I'll probably be coming back to you, Kirsty, if you're watching, or I will be coming back to you definitely for sure, but it was just a one-off to go and get a haircut and catch up with Rio, because I don't know, your hairdresser sort of becomes your friend in a way, don't they, when you've been to them for years and years, and she's been doing my hair since she had her little girl, who's 6 now, so quite a long time. Anyway, haircut, very pleased with it. All done, and it's about 10:30, 11, and I'm on my way home now for a day at home working, and it's still very grey. It is so grey. It is very grey January. I just said to Rio actually, if I was having a word for this year so far, it would be unenthused. That's a great word for January, isn't it? Uninspired, unenthused. Yeah, looking forward to spring, looking forward to it not being so damn dark. Feel like I've got that sad seasonal affective disorder thing. I think we all get that to a certain extent, don't we? I find it so difficult to leap out of bed in the mornings when it's so dark and cold, and feel like, I don't know, this winter just seems to have been going on for a long time, since last winter almost. Anyway, enough chat about the weather. We're going to have a discussion about tipping in a little while, so I'm going to get home, get myself sorted, make a coffee, and at that point we will have a chat about tipping. I can't remember if it was last year or the year before that one of you lovely viewers told me about the trick of putting a 2p piece in with your tulips, and that would stop them drooping. Well, look at how good it is. I've used that trick ever since, and it always works. Apart from this rogue one down here, don't know what's going on with him, but the rest of them are looking fabulous. So much for my nice hairdo. Can't see which bit that's is that meant to go over there? I have a really small screen on this new camera, and I can't see myself very well, particularly when I take my glasses off. It's not even brilliant with them on, but particularly when I take them off, it's difficult. I've been outside. You can probably hear that noise. That is Tom, who is trimming our hedges at the moment. They're having their post-summer hedge trim. Yes, I know it's January. Tom's a busy man. Tom used to work for Ashley as an estate agent, and left to set up, he was with Ashley for 20 odd years, I think, and left to set up his own business because he wanted to do something completely different after being an estate agent for 20 years. Left to set up his own business last year, and he's doing really well, really busy with gardening and hedge trimming and what have you. So it's nice to see him. I haven't seen him for a while, so this is why my hair looks like this. That's where I was going with that whole segment or chat. I've been stood in the garden and it's very damp outside talking to Tom for quite a while. That's why my hair is no longer looking its best, which is a bit of a shame. Luckily, I'm not going anywhere today. Right, let's talk. I've made myself a cup of coffee, which has gone cold because I've gone and done, it's not actually cold, but it's not as hot as it once was. Can we talk about tipping? I don't know if we've ever talked about tipping before. I think we probably have touched on it at least. But I'm really interested to hear other people's views of my age or above, because tipping, and it's completely different in America. I'm aware of that. The tipping culture in America is completely different. It's like comparing apples and oranges, really, to be honest. So let's talk about tipping in the UK. I feel like we came from a generation who did tip, even the older generation. My mum, for example, still tips her hairdresser. I do not. I've never tipped my hairdresser. In fact, I paid £62 just to have my hair cut and dried this morning, which did feel like quite a lot. But I've never tipped my hairdresser ever. But I feel like tipping has changed a bit. A lot of restaurants now, particularly chain restaurants, have a 10 or even 12.5% service charge automatically added. I don't actually particularly have a problem with that, unless I've had really poor service, in which case I will always ask them to take it off. I don't think anymore, but at Christmas I remember my mum tipping the dustbin men, the postman, the newspaper delivery person. I don't know if she still tips any of those people. I don't have newspapers delivered, so, and I certainly don't tip the postman. They're all unionised and probably earning an absolute fortune, aren't they, postmen? I could be completely wrong about that. That's just a assumption, I guess, that could be completely wrong. Let me know if I am completely wrong. And I do think being a postman is quite hard work in all weathers. I say in all weathers. I don't think I get a post delivery every day now. I think we probably get a post delivery maybe 3 times a week of letters, and then random days of parcels. But it doesn't matter to me anyway, whatever. And we used to have a milkman as well. My mum used to tip him at Christmas. Certainly never tip the dustbin men these days. But I think it is different with that sort of thing, because maybe historically, there was no minimum wage, was there, for a long time? So lower paid jobs, it was understandable to want to tip them because they earned less and they provided a service. And we wanted to acknowledge the service that they provided, I guess. But I think with the advent of the minimum wage and the amount that the minimum wage now is, I think it's hard to justify tipping in a lot of cases. I have given up tipping taxi drivers because taxis are really expensive, almost completely. If I get in a taxi with a suitcase and the driver gets out of the taxi and helps me get the suitcase out of the boot, I will tip then. But generally speaking, I don't tip a taxi driver anymore. I do still tip in restaurants, but that is probably the only tipping that I do now. And it is generally what I leave in a restaurant is based on the service I've had, not the fact that the person is on a low wage. I think it's a bit of a grey area, and I think it's changing. And I think, but the reason I open this discussion is I'm very interested to hear other people's thoughts on this around tipping. Do you still tip? If so, who do you tip? Is there a reason that you do it? Would you, if this is an interesting one, which I've already talked about that I do, if you get bad service in a restaurant, and it has an automatic service charge added to the bill, do you ask for it to be removed? I've done that, not loads of times, but 3 or 4 times in my life I've had them take the service charge off, and it has never been questioned when I've done so, and I've explained why I'm doing it. But yeah, it's an interesting one. Let me know your thoughts about tipping. I would be interested to know. This is what I meant to show you yesterday. That's what I had for lunch from Marks and Spencer's yesterday. It was blimmin' delicious. Really, really, really nice. Bang Bang Chicken, 28 grams of carbs, 44 grams of protein, and 400 and I think that's 65 calories in it for anybody who's interested. I couldn't eat it all actually, it was quite big as well, which is always nice, isn't it, when things are, because sometimes ready meals are really meagre with the portions, aren't they? But yeah, that was a very generous and quite delicious one. Would recommend that. I'm making myself a tuna and sweet corn wrap for lunch today, which I am less excited about. And I'm going to watch it with last night's Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Real Housewives is something I have watched and really enjoyed, not the UK ones, only the American ones, since coming across the first season of Real Housewives of New Jersey, an episode from that late at night, one evening. So, however many years ago that was, 14 years ago, 15 years ago, and absolutely loving it. And I've been a big fan. I don't watch them all. I watch Beverly Hills, Orange County, and New Jersey. Those I've dipped in and out of the others over the years, but those are the ones that are my sort of ride or die ones, if you like. And the last season of New Jersey was just dreadful. All the hate and argument and what I love most about the Real Housewives is the fashion and the over-the-topness, the almost campness of the fashion and the lifestyles and yeah, the way they live. It just it appeals to me. It's visually very appealing, and all the makeup and hairdos and all of that stuff and the handbags. It's so far removed. All the glamour and everything is so far removed from my life, generally speaking, that I find it fascinating. I think, but I feel like I'm tiring of it. After so long, you know, the last season of New Jersey was just so full of hate and anger and vileness, and I really didn't enjoy it very much at all. I found it the opposite of uplifting, which is, you know, the main reason I watch things. I enjoy the upliftingness of them, and I was beginning to think I didn't feel uplifted by it anymore. Anybody else watch Real Housewives, and any thoughts? Welcome on that as well. I do still quite enjoy Beverly Hills, although this season is Dorit and Kyle can't be dealing with that at all. So much petty drama nonsense. And what's the other one? Orange County. I still quite enjoy Orange County, although I haven't enjoyed Tamra very much since she came back. But thoughts? Maybe it's just run its course now. Has it just run its course? Perhaps it has. I don't know. I am struggling to focus today. I'm really struggling to, I don't know, just concentrate on anything. Don't know if it's the weather or my mood or what. Anyway, let's do a giveaway. I showed you this last week, I think, when I was showing you things that I've been sent. And I thought I'd do a giveaway with this because I don't actually need it myself. It is the box from Wild that I got last week. Wild deodorant. I've worked with them before. They did send me this, but this is not an ad in any way. But if you would like to try them and you haven't, they are fabulous. So here's an opportunity. There's a reusable aluminium can in a lovely spring-like colour for your deodorants. There are 2 refill scents there. We've got cucumber and a sage and eucalyptus there, and then we have a lip balm. Again, it's a reusable aluminium container, and a lip balm in coconut and vanilla. So if you would like to win this, you do need to be subscribed to my YouTube channel. Click the little subscribe thing below this screen and turn on your notifications by clicking the bell, and leave a comment letting me know you want to enter the giveaway in the comments below. It is going to be UK only, this one, I'm afraid, because I'm not sure about posting deodorant overseas. I know there are rules around certain perfumed products, so yeah, I'm not sure about that one, so UK only, but just leave me a comment letting me know you want to enter the giveaway, and I'll pick a winner in a couple of weeks. I've been asked to show where I ended up putting my vase I got for Christmas, and here it is. This is where I've put it. Now, I never put anything anywhere permanently, but I quite like it there for the moment. I do move things around. I have a low boredom threshold in terms of almost everything, I would say, apart from making YouTube videos, apparently, because I've done that for years now. But yes, that's where my vase is at the moment. Somebody asked me that in a comment last week, and I forgot to show it last week, so I thought I'd better do that today. I have had such a joyous afternoon, or not an afternoon, half an hour organising in this drawer. Look at this. This is so clever. Hang on, I don't know if I can do it one-handed. It's triple layered and it triples the amount of space in my drawer. Look at that. It's difficult for me to show you it at this angle. Let me turn the camera around. There we are, that should work. I'll get it out of the drawer and show you. I actually saw something very similar on Brittany Vasseur's channel, YouTube channel, if you watch her. She's an American, Californian YouTuber, and, well, she's in California. I don't know if she's originally from California. Ignore the mess on my sofa. It's a constant battle. That sofa is a constant battle, honestly. But this is so clever. This would be really good. She used it to organise a junk drawer. And it's a triple layered thing like this. And it concertinas out like that. And it basically triples the space in any drawer. So I don't want to tip it, but I've just put lipsticks and blushes and bits and pieces in there. And it has made my little organisational heart sing with joy. Honestly, I'm thinking of so many more drawers where I could utilise these, because who doesn't need or want to triple the space? I feel like for a junk drawer, for like batteries and pens and those little things that close plastic bags and all that sort of thing in a junk drawer, that would be brilliant. I might get one for my junk drawer as well, actually. It was about £12 or something. I think it was from Amazon. I'll pop a link in the description box in case anybody else has an organisational heart that would be made to sing with one of these, because look at that gorgeousness. Look at that. Is that just not the best thing ever? I love it. It's made me smile. Honestly, it's the little things in life, isn't it? I'm in Dunelm this morning. It's Thursday. Being overwhelmed by the choice of bedding. Looking for something for my spare bedroom. Good morning, good morning. It is Thursday. Would you believe I did my hair an hour ago? Let's blame the rain for what this is looking like, shall we? Absolutely foul. It's grey, it's dark, it's wet, it's raining. There is nothing to recommend today at all, let me tell you. Anyway, been to Dunelm, which was quite successful, but however, I went in there to return something. I've been having a switch around of duvets on beds in my house. Duvets and stuff. Long story short, I bought, do you remember when coverless duvets that you could shove in the washing machine came out a few years ago? I feel like it was around lockdown, and I got quite excited by this concept because there is no one who hates putting duvets into duvet covers as much as me. Side note, I think in America the word duvet means a different thing. Doesn't need to say that, but I don't know what it means. But in England, a duvet is a quilt that you put inside a cover and sleep underneath in your bed with no other sheets and what have you. Anyway, coverless duvets. They came out around, and I got quite excited by them, and I ordered 2, and I've never liked them. And also, my washing machine hates them because it fails to spin almost every time because it's too bulky, really, to go in the washing machine. So I switched the one that was on Will's bed last year back to his old one that has a cover, because he's not at home so much anymore, obviously, because he doesn't live with us. Although he is coming home on Monday for a bit. I can't remember if I talked to you about that or not. But yeah, I switched that one, and then I wanted to switch the one that was on at the spare bed, and I got terribly mixed up with what duvets I had and didn't have and what size they all were, because can you believe on some duvets they don't put on the labels whether they're a king or a super king or a double or whatever. Very annoying, that is. And I got very mixed up, and I ordered some bedding from Dunelm which didn't fit the duvet that I thought it would fit. Long story short, so I've taken that back, and I've bought some other bedding for that duvet for my spare room, and I think now we should be fixed. And I think now, apart from one extra deep fitted sheet I need for a deep mattress, because the current fitted sheet on it doesn't come down to the bottom and works its way off every single time. Once I've got that, which I ordered from Amazon, because Dunelm don't do deep fitted sheets, which is bizarre considering the amount of bedding they sell. Once that arrives, we will be fully sorted, hopefully, so that will be a good job completed. Anyway, that's rugby in this morning. That was a long story, wasn't it? To just tell you about my bedding situation. Right, I'm on my way home, and I will not be poking my nose out of the house again, because it is disgusting weather. I'm absolutely sick of it, and all I want to do in January is sit inside in the warm. I've discovered that all these plans I make, thinking, oh, I might do that, I might do this, don't want to do any of them because it's too damn cold, too damn dark, and too damn miserable. Look at this insanity. It's so dark, it's like night time out there. Absolute madness. Unbelievable. I'm pretty sure that is a terrible light picture, but we'll just have to make do. We'll just have to make do. I've just had a Temu order arrive, and I ordered this necklace. I ordered this necklace because I wanted a chunky gold necklace to go with that two-piece knit brown outfit that I got from Shein. Do you remember I said I'd like to wear it when I went to Padstow at the end of the month? Anyway, I'm quite pleased, considering that was £2. I'm quite pleased with it. Funny story, actually. Well, not that funny, but I completely forgot that I'd ordered this from Temu, and I bought 2 chunky gold necklaces from Vinted only 2 nights ago for the exact same reason. But I quite like this. I feel like it's pretty good, and it was only £2, so it doesn't matter. But I'll pop a link in case anybody's interested. But I do actually quite like Temu jewellery. I've got some really nice bits from them. I'm going to show one of them, my favourite that I've bought so far. I'm turning into a bit of a Temu junkie, I have to say. Just bits and pieces. I also got in the same order, sorry, it's just stuck under my tripod leg. I also got in the same order some cards. I thought I would try out their greetings cards, you know. And again, they're very cheap, very good value for money. This one I got for Will's birthday, which is coming up, which made me laugh my head off. I always hold things up and then forget to say I'm aware that there are some visually impaired viewers, so apologies for all the times I've done that. But it's a birthday card which has a picture of a little birthday cake on the front, and it says, "We think having us as your parents is enough of a gift. You're welcome," which made me giggle. And then I got this one for planning ahead for my anniversary later in the year, which says, "Well done on passing your annual marriage performance review. Happy anniversary." I thought that was also quite entertaining. So, yeah, quite impressed with the greetings cards. They're not bad quality. One of them was a little bit bent. This one was a little bit bent when it arrived because they come in plastic bags, obviously, but I'm going to put that under a heavy book and that will just flatten it out, so it will be fine. Nice envelopes as well, exactly the same quality that you would get in Card Factory or wherever, so nothing wrong with the quality. Yeah, impressed with those. I am so pleased with this bedding set. It looks so much more expensive than it actually is. Ignore the creases, I've just sprayed them with Lenore crease release, so hopefully they'll go or get better anyway. I don't feel like the duvet looks way too big for the bed. It is a Super King on a king size bed, but yeah, that bedding for a Super King bed set in Dunelm, it was £28. And then the extra pillow that came with those pillowcases, and then these pillowcases were £5 each, and the quality is so nice. It's super, super soft. The quilted bit is really nicely sewn. There's no hanging threads or anything. I am very impressed with this. And then this thingy is new as well. This throw, that's the word I'm looking for, because the old one had a couple of holes in it. I've folded that and put it over the chair over there. So the holes are hidden now, which is quite clever. So that's good, that can stay. Live to fight another day. But I quite liked this textured one. I felt like the texture on the, oh, sorry, the wrong way. The texture on this feels really nice. So yeah, I'll pop a link in for the bedding set, because as I said, I felt for the price, it was, obviously it's cheaper if you want a king size or a double or a single of the same thing. They do it in all the sizes. But yeah, really, really nice. So impressed with how it feels, and the workmanship as well. Good. 10 out of 10, Donnell. Good morning. It's Friday. I haven't chatted I feel like I've been quite quiet on this vlog this week. I feel like I haven't vlogged an awful lot. However, having said that, I haven't watched the footage back yet, so I've no idea how much I've actually talked to you or not. It's coming up to a year since my dad died. Next week is the anniversary of his death, and I've just been a little bit sad, a little bit thoughtful. This week has felt a little bit like wading through treacle, if I'm perfectly honest. However, it's coming up to the weekend, and next week we're going away for a couple of days, which is really nice, with my brother and Amanda and my mum. So that will be nice. Looking forward to that. Hoping for some good weather. Fingers crossed for that. Although it's January, so it's not going to be that good, is it? I feel like I've talked about the weather quite a lot this week as well. It's Friday morning. It's 10 to 10. How is it 10 to 10 already? And honestly, time just slips away, doesn't it? I'm about to film 2 videos today. I'm about to film a favourites video and a goals video, which you're going to be seeing coming up both this week, actually. One on Friday, one on Sunday. So, sorry, that's a good reminder that I need to turn my phone off, isn't it? Before I start filming. Right, I'll catch up with you in a bit. Just like that, it's Friday afternoon. It's 14:51. And we've come to the end of this week's weekly vlog. Apart from one thing, I need to read you an email which I received. Bear with me. Sorry, I've got a lot of windows open on this computer. It's been a very computery day today. I filmed 2 videos. I edited one, and I've now got to edit another one. The other one should be quite a nice, easy edit, and I must reply to that email up there as well. No rest for the wicked, as they say. I'm looking forward to having a couple of glasses of wine tonight. I must say, I've got the wrong glasses on for the computer. Right. Do you remember last week I had I told you a story about Halara, the clothes brand, and I won't go over it all again because I'm sure you saw last week's video. Basically saying how they'd completely ghosted me midway through a collab when I got in touch with them with some questions about the quality and sizing and various stuff about the clothes that they had sent over to me. And if you want to see that and you haven't, that's in last week's weekly vlog, which was entitled something like Naming and Shaming, I think. Anyway, imagine my surprise when this morning at 8:53, an email dropped into my inbox from Esther at Halara. Now, bit of background here. The lady who initially approached me from Halara was called Esther. And once I'd expressed an interest and had a bit of back and forth with her, she passed me on to her colleague Cora, who was the one I was dealing with primarily all through the choosing the items process and the delivery process and all of that, yada yada. And it was Cora who I emailed when I had the issues with the stuff that had arrived. Esther said in her first email, and I'm going to read this to you word for word because I think when someone reaches out having seen something problematic about their company and, you know, immediately reaches out, I think it's worth taking the time to read what they say. I've had my say about it, and it's only fair that I give you what they said. She said, "Hi Caroline, I hope you're doing well and having a wonderful start to the new year. After watching your latest YouTube video, I felt compelled to reach out and sincerely apologise for the experience you had with Cora. It was never our intention for you to feel ignored, and I'm truly sorry that you never heard back from her. Unfortunately, Cora left the company in January, and since then we've been working diligently to follow up on all the communications she had with our valued collaborators like you. This should have been handled more properly by our team, and I sincerely apologise. Regarding the pieces you received, you should have been sent them in petite version. We completely understand and respect your decision not to feature anything you're not comfortable with showing to your audience. As a gesture of goodwill, we'd love to send you a new gift card so you can select items in the correct sizes and lengths. Once again, I apologise for any inconvenience this has caused. Esther and Hilara." Well, I don't quite know how they came upon that little segment, buried as it was inside an hour-long video, but absolute kudos to them for having seen it, having dealt with it in a professional manner really quickly, apologised, and whilst obviously in an ideal world, you know, if somebody leaves a company, their inbox should be checked on regularly by somebody else. You know, mistakes happen. We all make mistakes. We are all human, aren't we? And they have dealt with this exactly in the right way. I feel really pleased to have heard from them. I feel relieved to know what the issue was. Not that they just went, "Oh, she didn't like the clothes, we'll just ignore her then, she's not worth talking to." You know, absolute kudos to them for reaching out and for apologising and all of that. As I say, human error happens. I make mistakes, you make mistakes, everybody makes mistakes. And, you know, notwithstanding the issues that I had with the garments, I think they've done exactly what they could have done. So I have accepted their offer. I've ordered some things of my own choice, all of my own choice, rather than anything they wanted me to order. Not everything's available in petite. There's only a small range available in petite, but where I have been able to, I've ordered some things in petite. I have avoided all tops, dresses and skirts. My experience of those was not such that I want to order them again. So I've ordered jeans, jeggings, joggers, lots of things beginning with J apparently, and some leggings. I genuinely have absolutely no idea how they found that segment in my video. I'm pretty convinced that nobody from Hilara can possibly watch every single video I make or has interest in watching every single video I make and every single bit of every single video. So maybe they have something that, I don't know, because there was no links in the description box or anything, or nothing in the title. So I wonder if they have some sort of bot that picks up the name of their brand so that they can pinpoint when people are talking about them, possibly. I don't know how those things work really, but yeah, as I say, kudos to them for responding in a positive manner and taking ownership of what happened, and that's all good really. It feels like a positive experience has come out of that. That's it for this week. We are done for this week. I'll be back next week with another weekly vlog, and in the meantime with the 2 videos that I've been filming and editing today. So thanks for watching. I hope everybody's having a good week, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.